sort of sort of work that goes into putting a performance across, and just basically accepting that sometimes you're up there, and you're getting appreciation, but maybe sometimes you're not, so you just have to get on with it, it's just. But anyway, that's that sort of wee observation of the night sort of thing. But I got a wee message from Julie Stewart last night, and I love Julie so much. I will not see her in the rosy or the cozy for a while. Her dad was big sturdy bug. he was part of what we call them the Craigie wine team, the Craigie wine team. But they never even drunk wine. They just hung out. They hung out at the Craigie shops, for like, a kind of a generation before we went up to do exactly the same thing. So there was Sturdy, Jim Gregg, Sturdy Bug, Bean, Scumsy, the beautifully named Scumsy, Noel. There were a lot of them, you know what I mean? And it was the Denim and Skinners brigade of the 70s. And whenever they moved on from the shops, then we would sort of come along and take off, my group, Jackie Gordon, Sonny, Ted, Becky, all of us used to get together, and we would have been the next generation and stood at their spot, while they were off, being more adult as such. But left to our own devices, because those guys, Bug and Sturdy and whatever, they were like people who we looked up to them. So if we were stepping in a line, they would have come down and made sure that we got into line again. There were the romper rooms. You just didn't want to do anything bad. These guys kept you in your place, and it was good, But the guys, Bog and Bain and Jim, ended up sort of having control of the Craigie Community Centre. So that was where they would have their meetings and stuff, and everything was above board. So I was standing at the park with Ted and Vicky and Gert and Sonny, and we looked over and we went, Is that Bobby Burnett's lorry sitting outside his house? Now Bobby Burnett was actually Bobby Topping. Bobby Topping was his real name. Sorry about this. I just can't get this head cold out of my head. So Bobby Topping was a singer, so he went out as Bobby Burnett, but he also drove a beer lorry. And he would park it up outside his house in Shimna Close. Noel Topping, it was a great family. But so he would park his van up outside anyway, and there would be crates of beer and stuff on the back of it. So we said, right, when he's in getting his sandwiches or whatever, having his lunch, we'll jump up onto the back of the lorry and take the crates of beer, whatever's left. So there was about 10 of them, Back then it was like, harp and tenants and stuff. That's all there was, none of the fancy stuff. So it was like something from New York and the mafia days. So there was about 10 of us, and there were 10 crates. So we all took a crate each and ran over to the Craigie Park, ran behind the Parky's hut, put the crates of beer there. Now, unbeknownst to us, we had been spotted by someone. To this day, I still don't know who it was, but I'm still not sure. I don't want to name names, but anyway, we planked the beer, and then we decided that we were going to go up to the Rosetta to have a few pints, and then we would come down and then get all our beers out, from the from the stash. But we made our way. I think we had reached from the park round to the back of Craigie Primary School, which is about 3 minutes from the park to the back of the school, and these cars pulled up. Out jumped the big lads. Bob, Bean, Jim Craig, Scumsy, Noel. More of them, anyway. So, 10 of us, and we were 16, 17. They were well into their 20s, sort of thing. So they lined us all up, and they said, right, there's been a crime, and we're led to believe that you boys are all involved in it, and we're not involved in it. What's it all about? Listen, don't bullshit us. The thing about it is that there's a guy down there who lives in the same streets as you do, and he's going to lose his job if what you've taken isn't put back, because he's going to go back to his depot with less beer on his beer truck, and you're going to be responsible for that. So we all got into a huddle and talked about it, and Jackie Gardens, he's right, but so I turned around and we went, okay, listen, hands up. It's the beers behind the Parky's hut. There's 10 crates.